Hello friends, Kenji, back again for another draft of M19. You guys know the deal with this one by now, so let's just jump right to it. We opened a Palaka Worm. Card used to be uncommon, and a very good uncommon it was, but can't go wrong with taking a 7/7 for 7 that gains you 7 life when it enters. Also trample, also draw a card when it dies. Pretty good card. Gonna take it here over, say, a Johnny's Pridemate, Poison Tip Archer, or Druid of the Cowl. But, Palaka Waka, let's go. Palaka is like an honorary Eldrazi. Just think of it like that. As I believe Palaka Worm was in that original format, Rise of the Eldrazi, if I am remembering my sets correctly anyways. But yeah, used to be an uncommon. Obviously the power level of a rare. And what do we follow that up with? A very nice uncommon, speaking of uncommons. Vampire Sovereign, 5 mana, 3/4 flyer that drains 3 when it enters. I am passing a Rabid Bite here, but I think the Sovereign is a bomb on its own right, so good to start the game with 2 very good win cons. Or should I say draft? Start the draft with 2 very good win cons. Pack number 3 has hit us, and what do we get? Diagraph Ghoul in black, as well as a Skeleton Archer, I should say, and a Giant Spider in green. Gonna just go ahead and take the Archer here, as I think it's a quality 4-drop. Spider is also a quality 4-drop, but I think the Archer is just a little bit better. I mean, whenever you're able to play the Archer, say, just on curve, turn 4, and kill a creature with 1 toughness, it's amazing. But it also lets you attack with smaller creatures into larger creatures, and then sometimes still get the value of being able to finish them off. Obviously, 1 mana 2/2 is fine, but I think the Archer is just a little bit better overall. Best card in the pack might just be the Aven Windmage, but I think it's close enough to the Archer that I'll just take the black card again. And let's see here, Shock as probably the best card in this pack, maybe followed by Take Vengeance. I don't know, I've been not amazed by Shock in this format. There just seems to be too many 3 toughness creatures that are more relevant, and Shock doesn't really deal with those. Abnormal Endurance is a good combat trick in black for sure, and great with all of the creatures I currently have, but I don't think I'd take it, say, over the Vengeance. It's possible that green's just not open, and we might not end up playing the Palaka Worm, so we'll stay open and take the Vengeance. See what we can get from there. Divination, I think the best card in the pack. Dwarven Priest, perfectly fine. And then some more filler cards. We could go down the black-white life gain route. I do think it's one of the better decks in the format, and Dwarven Priest can often do some good work in that style, but I think Divination is just multitudes better than any other card in this pack. And so, again, staying open. It is a little bit awkward taking a 4th color already in 4 picks, or 5 picks now, but I think this is what you want to do a lot of the time in the draft. You just want to read the signals and try to see what is the correct color to be in. Not too many signals here. Volley Veteran is a decent card, as is Daggerback Basilisk. Cinder Baron's also fine. There's another Dwarven Priest. I'm going to take the Basilisk here. I think I'm going to try to prioritize maybe the green a teeny bit, even though it doesn't look super open, just because Palaka Worm is so good. And I'm actually a little bit high on Daggerback Basilisk. When the format first started, I wasn't too high on it, but this is just a nice card to have. Another Basilisk here. Best card being the Angel of Dawn, though. And that might be a good signal for white. 7th pick Angel, I think, is a good sign. So even though there's another playable green card here, we'll take the white card. And yeah, nice Skymarch Bloodletter. Super late, actually. 8th pick Skymarch Bloodletter. Just a very solid 3-drop flyer. Again, nice life gain synergies. Okay, Cavalry Drillmaster, another fine one. Helps push through damage. Also, if you want a 2-drop, it's just a fine 2-drop, but a lot of the times this can help push through extra damage. Not just 2, but oftentimes, 4+. Pretty poor pack here. We have like a sideboard Invoke the Divine versus sometimes a main deck Apparatus, but we'll go with the Invoke for sideboard. I'm going to start moving these these green cards to the sideboard. The Aven Windmage did come back, though, which is kind of late, so going to take that over Walking Corpse, which is just a filler card. And more filler. Although I don't mind a Falcon if you pick up some equipment. Okay, so not a bad first pack. It looks like green's going to be out of the question, even though we did open a Palaka Worm and I would love to play it. Unless we open like a Vivian Reed in the second pack, I just don't think there's a reason to do it. That being said, as we didn't see much green in the first pack, we're more likely to see green in the second pack and then not so much again in the third pack. Solid cards all around here. Graveyard Marshal is great. Psychic Corrosion, good for the mill deck. Sift is very powerful. Skyrider Patrol. And then some fine commons down the road. I think I'm probably just taking the Graveyard Marshal. It's a 2-drop that can often just end the game should you have a prolonged game, right? Draw it later in the game. It's a 2-drop that still has really high relevance, so I think I'm going to take it here. Just be a little bit upset that I'm passing some other good cards. Vinemare. Ooh, that is quite the card, and definitely a reason to be green. I suppose I could still be green-black. What am I passing here? Angel of Dawn #2, Rise from the Grave? Yeah, I think Vinemare is powerful enough that I don't mind taking it. Seeing what happens. Okay, Electrify is probably the best card in the pack. Also some more fine white cards like Stag and Cavalry. Ooh, sorry, sneeze there. We could take Bristling Boar now following the Vinemare. Looks like the blue might be moving to the board. Gotta kind of choose my spots. Where do I want to go with this? Because I am tempted to take the Stag, but I do need to commit to some colors without hedging and bouncing around too often here now. Okay, I'm gonna Stag. See where we go from there. Make a Stand, Drill Master, Dissenter, all fine playables. I like Make a Stand as a trick. It's a very unique effect. Indestructible, quite nice. Nightmare's Thirst, another Drill Master, Dwarven Priest. Okay, and it looks like now I'm just going to commit to black-white and probably just take the Nightmare's Thirst here, which is going to have good synergy with a lot of the life gain cards I'll end up picking up. Best with the Dwarven Priest, which I've passed on quite a bit, but as it's a common that is not super powerful, a lot of times it just goes around and around, so. End up in here. Essence Scatter, best card in the pack. There is a Forsaken Sanctuary here, but we'll just take the 1-mana 2/2. And even though I moved into the black-white archetype a little bit late, I still think the cards we have so far are just very, very solid. And yeah, happy to be here. We might even end up running the Rustwing Falcon should we pick up, say, an Inspired Charge and some more creatures such as the Cavalry that produces 2. Another Psychic Corrosion here, Skilled Animator, but easy Skeleton Archer. It's a nice combo if you are able to pick up the rare Death Baron, as Death Baron gives skeletons and zombies +1/+1 in Death Touch. So with Death Touch, this actually can just enter the battlefield and kill any creature. Currently at 13 playables, 10 of them creatures, 2 of them removal spells, and 1 trick in the form of Make a Stand. Yeah, I'm happy with where we are. Again, we moved into this a little bit later as we were still feeling out blue and green, but overall, very, very good core set of cards. Get it? Core set of cards, because this is M19 and it's a core set. Okay, I'm done. Another Skeleton Archer here. Third one's a little redundant, but nothing else in the pack here for us, right? So, just take another. Ooh, wow, these blue cards wheeling are kind of gross. Especially Sift. I can see people not wanting to take the Psychic Corrosion, but if you're playing blue, Sift is just amazing. Epic here, a good life gain payoff, so go ahead and just take it. Not a fan of Sovereign's Bite. I don't think that card is playable. Oftentimes, if you are playing it, it's the worst card in your deck. But I suppose I'm not playing any of these other cards, so sideboard you go. More blue stuff coming around. We might play Bog Stomper. It's not unheard of. It's not like the card is unplayable. It's just vanilla. Another sideboard Sovereign Bite. More blue stuff. Alright, so we do need some number of playables in this very last pack. Preferably in the lower range of casting cost, but I think this deck will make do. Sarkin Fireblood, but we're not playing red. This goes into very specific decks. I mean, you'll add it to any red deck just because it can rummage, and if you do get to ultimate, it will end the game, but not worth taking here. Just going to take a Lich's Caress, passing a Sentinel, Bugler, and some other playable but not exciting cards. Caress it is. Yeah, a little bit too much beef right now. Too many 4s, 5s, and the 6-drop. Let's just pick up a few more Bloodletters, maybe an Ajani's Pridemate, Vampire Neonate. Stuff like that would make us happy. Not a bad pack here. Have the option between like a Remorseful Cleric or a Pegasus Courser. This is pretty weak, honestly. I do like that it's a 2-drop, 2-power flyer, but I think the Courser might be better for us. And I'm just going to pass the Strangling Spores. Take the flyer here. Another medium pack. I think this time I like taking the Endurance over Rise from the grave. I think Rise is a decent card, but I don't think it's what we want here. Yeah, we'll take Endurance. Another Nightmare's Thirst is pretty good. Sorry, Angel of Dawn number 2. Can't go wrong with removal. Okay, after taking the double Thirst now, the Child of Night is a little bit better. I don't particularly care for this card, but with double Thirst it does have merit. Otherwise I'm taking Gallant Cavalry here, but we'll take the 2-drop. Okay, Mind Rot versus that Cavalry now, which I think we're fine taking. Not sure how to feel about this deck. Has the potential, but it also has not as much synergy as I would have hoped. Ooh, another Vampire Courser here if we want to. Or sorry, Pegasus Courser here. I think the Neonate might be better, though. Neonate has continuously impressed me. It's just a 1-drop that does so much work. I would play any 3 of these cards, but we'll take the Neonate. Okay, last pick, Mighty Leap. Oh, I guess this Rustwing Falcon is probably not making the main deck. Suspicious Bookcase, perhaps? The Bookcase doesn't look awful here either. And some random last pick cards. Could run Mighty Leap. I think I'm going to start the Mighty Leap over, say, the Bookcase. Although I do think the Bookcase is a fine card. Could also main deck Invoke if I really wanted to, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. And yeah, not bad. Not great, but not bad. We might be able to pull off a 3-0 with this, but I'm not making any promises. Could just lose in the first round, of course. This is single elimination. I don't even think we saw an Inspired Charge, though, for what it's worth. Okay, another Invoke sideboard. Our only life gain payoff card is that Epic here, right? Yeah, well, that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, I guess the Thirsts are kind of like life gain payoffs, but not as much so as the Epic here. This is like a C. A C, but we have some good tricks and some good creature quality, so let's hope it gets there. I'm going to go 10-7 here, I think, over 11-6. Yeah, pretty shallow white overall. But we'll see if we can pull this off. You never know. You never know. All right, stay tuned for round 1. And here we are for round 1 of this M19 draft. We are black-white, pseudo-life gain. Let's play first. Ugh. And have a really slow hand. Yeah, I think this is a mulligan. Just nothing going on until turn 5. Obviously, we could draw something to do earlier, but this is the type of hand that I don't like to keep. Much better, much better. 1-drop into 2-drop, 5-drop removal spells. Definitely a keeper in my book. And we'll bottom that excess land. And hope that the 1-2 punch can pack enough damage to kind of get there. I'm going to go ahead and run out the Drill Master here, attack for 4, but I'm going to feel real bad if the opponent just plays like a Druid of the Cal or Dryad Greenseeker next turn. It's just, the upside is way too high if they don't have anything. Or an Omen Speaker for that matter. Okay, but it looks like they don't have anything, which is nice. And even though we don't have much to do with the Nightmare's Thirst, giving -1/-1 might be a good enough of a combat trick, given a... Or, we'll see what they play, but... Okay. Yes, that resolves fine. Do I want to 2-for-1 myself? Not really, so I think we're just going to pass here. What we can do is we can set up a turn where I Lich's Caress something and then Nightmare's Thirst something else. So I could kill a creature and then kill a creature that has up to 4 toughness. And, well, Skyrider Patrol is definitely one of those cards that we want to kill. It's a fine draw. Let's go ahead and just do that. And pass here. They might make their Sentinel a 4/4 this turn. I guess we just want to hit a land. If we can hit a land, then we can do the 1-2 punch. We shall see. Ah, they did have an Omen Speaker. Still pretty annoying for me. I have a feeling they're going to make that Omen Speaker a 2/4. Great blocker. Alright. Trigger. I assume, again, they're going to make Omen Speaker a 2/4 here. And they probably attack for 2. It's pretty safe to attack for 2. Oh, but they didn't. Interesting. Well, we did hit the land. But how do we want to play this? It's pretty gross since they didn't attack. Awkward. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to Caress the Skyrider Patrol. And then kill the 2/4. And we'll offer the trade for the Graveyard Marshal now. Not ideal. All the opponent needs to do really is just play like a Thornhide Wolves and we're back to being dead, but I think I just got to go with this play and try to clear their board. 3 for 3. Vision of the Baloth, even worse. Oh, another Nightmare's Thirst. But we are just in Passville. Need to find one of our flyers or something. Four mana. Do they have Sift here? What do they have? 5 mana, 6 mana Dreadmaw? Oh, no, they have the Hydra. Oh, never mind, 2 spells. Yeah, we're probably dead. Alright, so that's extra blockers. Hold. Oh, they have 2 cards left in their hand. I guess we could still pull this out. If they attack with Baloth here, I'll just triple block with 3 2/2s. Okay, they're gonna bite my cavalry, which is fine, I guess. I mean, take my 3 for 2, I guess. Remember, this is effectively a 3 for 2, as the token was produced by the cavalry anyways. And they used Rabid Bite to kill it, so it wasn't worst case scenario, it just wasn't great. So we want to draw like one of our Bloodletters here, that'd be good. Stag's not completely awful. Okay. So if they attack with Courser, we can Nightmare's Thirst it and then eat it with the Stag. Or at least, that's what we're going to attempt to do. Okay, that worked. Follow-up play is... Oh no! That's a lot of extra cards that they can draw. I wish we had that Nightmare's Thirst back, but I think we made the right play at the time. And I like trying to force the damage, and we're so far behind that we're not going to win a long game. They have draw 2 on a stick, so... Getting in and trying to force something, I think, is our best out at this point. Oof, what is this now? 6 mana. Do they actually have the Hydra? Oh, they do! Alright, and we just drew another land, so GG's. Might not be the easiest matchup for us. I guess Bookcase could do stuff here. Yeah, maybe Bookcase over Mighty Leap to help push through damage. I don't think the Falcons are worth bringing in. Yeah, not much to sideboard either, so let's just run it back like this and hope to beat them down a little bit too quickly. These opening hands, man. Yeah, down to 6 we go. Better. We also have the Stag Take Vengeance combo, so I guess I'm not unhappy with his hand. Stag's one of our best cards anyways. Alright, Endurance isn't shabby as a trick. Hoping to avoid that Omen Speaker turn 2. Surge Mare! That's a big wall. But we get a free roll attack, as we might as well gain 2 extra life since we're not blocking with it anyways. This should be a pretty easy block for the opponent. There's not... Wow, they didn't. There's not much that blows them out. I guess they're just playing around the Nightmare Thirst, but I feel like I would have accepted that trade. Maybe not, though. Okay. Well, if they're attacking with it, they're probably going to pump it, which is fine. Means they're not doing anything this turn. Okay, discard a forest. We draw another land. Let's bash in for 2. Play the good old Stag. Horse versus Elk. Classic matchup. Or I guess I should say Horse Fish versus Elk. Diregraph Ghoul. Okay. Let's attack with both here. Tap down the boar. They block with Mare. I'm not going to use Endurance. Post-combat we can Vengeance the boar. Play Ghoul. Play land, hold up Endurance. Gotta apply the pressure. Have to try and apply the pressure. Snapping Drake, that's fine. That doesn't do anything. 2 toughness is terrible right now. Another decent draw. Alright, let's tack in, tap the Drake. They block Surge Mare on Elk again. And I'm actually going to tap out here. So if they have Rabid Bite next turn, that's going to be unfortunate, but I think I like playing out the Archer and just trying to beat them down. Hopefully I don't have Rabid Bite for my Elk. 3 mana is not a bite, though. Dwindle. Dwindle's not even that great on Elk because it still gets attack and trigger. Alright, so let's just attack with everything again. And this time we're going to tap down the Surge Mare because they can pump it into a 2-3. I could go for the kill here. I could Endurance and go for the kill. What's the likelihood they have a bounce card in their hand? I don't think it's super high. I'm going to go for it. And we're going to do it to the lifelinker. That way I don't lose a lot of damage if they bounce the archer here. Okay, nice. Woof! Got to choose your spots, and I think I chose that spot correctly. So seeing Dwindle, does that make me want to bring in Invoke the Divine? I don't think so. Probably just run it back. I think that's fine. Game plan is draw Starcrowned Stag. Game plan is to not get these terrible opening 7s every single game. Alright, down to 6 for the 3rd time in a row. Jeez. Well, we do have a Scry and we have 2 removal spells, so I guess we keep this one. We're going to bottom the swamp since we're digging for land. Plains, rather. Okay. There is our plains. Let's get good old bookcase out. Nothing suspicious there. Don't mind me. No plays from the opponent. Ooh, and we drew a good 3-drop. They might have a cancel or essence scatter. They do not. Alright. Do they have anything? End of turn? No, not even a plummet. Hey, that's pretty good for us. That means they have a lot of powerful cards in their hand, but... Wow, Sift now too. Jeez, they have a super slow hand. Can you just imagine if I had the Diagraph Ghoul again on turn 1? I've taken 6 damage from it already. Alright, we got the Stag. That's all that matters. And we have the Vengeance combo. Rock's Oracle. Alright. Ooh, what a nice draw. This is a good way to win. Drawing your best cards. Again, I'm worried about a Rabid Bite, but this is too good of a turn to just jam the Sovereign here. Instead of removing their creature. Seven cards still in their hand. No, don't bite me. This feels like a bite. It's always bite. Bitten? Am I bitten? Did you bite me? Yeah. Always a bite. Into an Omen Speaker? Okay, that's not too scary. Trying to fade the Plummet this turn would be nice. They went 1 top, 1 bottom. And yeah, might as well bash me for 4. Can't block anyways. If they do have a Plummet, they might be waiting for me to give my Starcrowned Stag flying. Hopefully they don't have it, though. Good, it appears they do not. I'm just going to use the Take Vengeance right now. Kill their tapped creature. Potentially have them on a 2-turn clock, although they're tapping 7 real quick. Wind Reader Sphinx. Good news, chat. I said chat again. Good news, team. We do have Lich's Caress here. Which means we are still going to be able to bash him here for 4, and yeah, they need an answer quick, because we have him dead next turn. flyer won't work because we can just tap it down with the stag. 4 mana. Maybe sleep? No, that doesn't work by itself. Ah, mirror image the Skyrider Patrol. Okay, so they're planning on chumping. So we actually do want to use the bookcase this turn. Reason being is if we make the Pegasus unblockable this turn, they have to chump the stag with one of their patrols. And I guess we tap down the mirror image. Oh, they just scooped. All right, well, they weren't dead here. They would have to chump with one of their patrols, but they would have another draw. But hey, I think we beat maybe a little bit better of a deck, and we're going to see you guys in round 2. Alrighty, round 2 with our black-white deck. We are on the draw, and we've got a keeper. A little bit slow, but at least we have some early plays and early interaction, should the need arise. Good old Child and Night with Nightmare's Thirst Wombo combo. Opponent on green-white. Ooh, a 2-1. That's going to be a tasty target for a Skeleton Archer. I'm not even going to waste our Nightmare's Thirst on that. I think it's better saved for something better later on. So we're just going to play out a Child and Night here and not Thirst end a turn. See what our opponent can muster up with 3 mana. Okay, if they're attacking, they don't want to trade, or they have something to follow up, like a Courser, Satyr Enchanter, sure. Alright, we just need 1 more mana. I think we're going to offer the trade here for sure, though. If they're playing green-white and they're playing Enchanter, they probably want to keep that around. In fact, I think that's something that we want to deal with right away. Now I'm hoping that we get to play the Archer and shoot the Drill Master before they can resolve like a Elkin form on that. Or Knight's Pledge or something. Something to that effect. Talons of whatever wire wood. Just need to hit 1 land here. Take Vengeance, my 2-1. Whoa, that is aggressive. Alright, land me. Land me. Yes! Boom. That feels great. No better feeling than killing a creature with Skeleton Archer. On curve at that. Wouldn't be surprised to see them have more removal in their hand if they used to Take Vengeance on a 2-1. Oh man, look at this attack that we get to make too. We get to attack our Skeleton Archer number 1 into their Giant Spider. See if they block here. And if they do, then we get to eat it with our other Skeleton Archer. Ugh, so gross. Alright, they did not block. And I'm just going to play out the Neonate. Can kind of slow roll our Skeleton Archer as the second one. Doesn't do too much. We do have Make a Stand to help these 3/3s push into the 2/4, but kind of want to wait until we can blow them out again. Card we most don't want to see is a Vine Mare. Cavalry, okay. Slightly annoying, but not terrible. I think we're fine to actually attack the Skeleton Archer in again. If they just double block with Spider and one of the 2/2s, I'm going to order the Spider first and shoot it down with the Archer here. Yep, as expected. If they triple block, then I will order the 2 2/2s in front. But I like killing the 2/4. This makes our like Pegasus Coursers and Skirmish or Sky Marchers later on better. Ooh, they have a stag. Hit a land here and we can Bog Stomp, which wouldn't be awful. Yeah, that's not bad. I guess we don't need to caress the stag this turn as a result of that. I'm going to attack with the archer and see if they double block with the 2/2s. If they do, I'm going to use Make a Stand, just to clear the board. Very nice. It's a 1-for-1, right? The cavalry produced the creature, so it's not like super amazing, but I think it's a fine play. Will the stag attack, though? Never feels good when you leave a stag on defense, I'll say that much. This is turn 8, they just hit their 5th land, so big creatures could be inbound. Luckily we do have some removal for both of those. Again, we're still assuming they might have a removal spell in hand because they use the Take Vengeance so early, but we'll see. Go ahead and drain in response. Ah, they did. I knew it. Again, a little bit telling that they used a Take Vengeance on a 2/1. Epicure. I think... Well, no, we're at 16. And they have 1 card in their hand, so let's run out the 4/4. I'm in no rush. Again, this is bad versus, like, Rabid Bite, but it's not, like, super likely that they have it. Hopefully they don't have a 3rd Take Vengeance, then I'll be a little bit punished. Just a bristling boar, that is fine. So what are we going to do here? I think we do clear a little bit. They are hellbent now, so I get to effectively hit them for 5 this turn because of the Caress draining a life from them, as well as the Epicure hitting them for 4. I only get punished here if they like draw a Dreadmaw off the top, but even then that's not that bad for us, as I can still just Take Vengeance the stag and start draining him for 2 with the Neonate. No plays. Interesting. There's nothing that untaps your creature, so I think it's a good attack. I guess they have nothing, huh? I guess we can play around like a Prodigious Growth. Just kill the stag right now. Drain them for 2 at end of turn. I go back up to 12. Yes, returns your talons. Should be looking good this game. Another boar, which they can enchant. That's fine. Yep. Drain you for 2 in response. So they don't have a Rabid Bite, otherwise they would have just used it. Oof, is that a good card? Looks to be decent. Alright, green-white enchantments. They got some fat. We're going to bring in that Invoke the Divine here. Probably take out the Leap for this particular matchup. I might even want to bring in the second Invoke the Divine. Although the Invokes aren't particularly great versus the Talons, right? Because they can just bring them back. But presumably they have more than one enchantment or artifact. The question is, do I bring in a second? Is the second Invoke the Divine better than any of the cards here? Could be better than like a 2/2. They showed us a lot of X3s. 3 toughness creatures. Especially on the draw. I think I'm okay doing that. Yeah, God, it feels like a little bit much on the way of enchantment removal, but they are the enchanter deck, so. Okay, this is a fine hand. It's not great, but it's fine. On the draw. We just need to draw a few lands here and we should be okay. If they just play a 2-1 this turn, I think I'll probably thirst it. Yeah. But we do have the Archer in hand. I guess we can wait. Maybe a turn or two. I really need to hit a land next turn, though. Because we also have the 1-3, which just brick walls it. Man, I hope they go for an enchantment this turn. That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2. It's just too good to not hit a land here and then, you know, have a 1-3 to block. All right. Give me a land, dealer. 2 in a row would be great. There's 1. And just like that, all of their creatures are walled off. And we are looking for at least 1 more land. Ooh, there's that enchanter again. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Nice, we did hit the land. So instead of Archer pinging the Drill Master, which I think is a fine play, I'm going to just play the Stag here. Because we have the Invoke the Divine to go with the Nightmare's Thirst, we can kind of combo it off. And I'm not going to attack this turn. There's no rush to ping in for 1 damage. I'd rather have the blocker. Okay, Bristling Boar. Graveyard Marshal. Let's get aggro now. Doesn't matter here. Now that we can attack with both creatures, I think this is fine. And let's arch. This is the turn where I expect them to play some enchantment. But maybe they don't have that many. Maybe Satyr is just a card that didn't get there fully in their deck. I'm not going to block here. We have just too many tricks in our hand. Oh. Could this be Inspired Charge? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 13 damage if I don't block. And they say charge here. Alright, I'm going to take it. It's only 7 if they don't do anything. And we get to untap with a lot of tricks. Take Vengeance, my Stag, sure. Take Vengeance, my Courser as well. Alright, well that's not very nice. I guess we're just passing now. Presumably they still have some kind of pump in their hand. A Johnny's Last Stand. Alright. Well, we do get to kill that with Invoke the Divine. Do you have a Rapid Bite? We can blow them out here if they do. Talons on their boar. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, we get to blow them out here. Alright, so we get to Invoke the Divine via Johnny's Last Stand. Nightmare's Thirst the boar, and then eat their enchanter. Wow, what a turn. What a blowout. Could still draw a land. That would be nice, but hey, that was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Man, what an insane meeting that was. Whew. Looks like they were out of gas, and we just had a ton of gas in our hand. Plus, we had the Graveyard Marshal, which could just poop out 2/2s at the end of the turn. All right, quick 2-0. Let's go to the finals. We'll see you there. Here we are for the finals with our black-white deck in this M19 draft. We are running already above average. So let's see if we can run a little bit lucky again and take down this draft. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little bit slow, but we do have Take Vengeance removal to combo with the Starcrowned Stag. Plus we're on the play. So not having anything to do until turn 4, a little bit less pronounced while on the play. A little late to the party there, Diagraph Ghoul, but I am not going to complain. Something to do. Opponent on blue-red. Yeah, alright, let's just... A little bit off curve again. Turn 2 1-drop, turn 3 2-drop, but we can apply early pressure, and then with a stag we might be able to just get him. 0-4. Darn, we did not draw the land there. I'm going to go ahead and actually just Endurance here to kill the Drake, as that's a card that I'm going to want to kill eventually in the game anyways. Divination. Oh, and they missed a land! Alright, if we hit a land here, it's going to be game over. Darn it. They discarded a Waltz, though. So I guess they're just straight up Grixis. But yeah. Now we apply the pressure. Step on the gas a little bit. And Strangling Spores to kill. Alright. There's land number 4. Hit the opponent down to 10. Sorry, 6 from 10. And we have them dead on board. They need a removal spell, not just a singleton creature here. They do. They electrify the stag. Alright. Go down to 2. Any swamp wins the game. Will they stabilize? Lich's Caress! Oh no. Oh no. How long will we go without hitting a swamp? With 3 double black cards in our hand. Come on, dude. Come on! Alright, there it is. What a stupid game that was. Alright, looks like they are just hard control, though. They have a lot of removal. I wish I had a Mind Rod in my pool. Would certainly be running it. So versus their deck, I think I'm just gonna maximize on like cheap threats, bring in some more Falcons, bring in an extra Plains. Let's see, what do I want to take out here? Like all those. I mean, honestly, Skeleton Archer is not going to be amazing versus their deck. I'd rather have the Child of Night just as something to do early on in the game. Like, we just need to apply a lot of early pressure and try to make them use cards like Electrify on Rustwing Falcon. So let's go like this, and let's go to game 2 of this 3rd round. Well, there's good old Rusty, and yeah, we have a decent hand. Any swamp unlocks every other spell in our hand, so I'm keeping this for sure. Swamp? Darn it. It's alright, we still have a turn 1 play, a turn 2 play. We have a few more turns to find a black source, ideally. Yeah, look at that power. Look at that flyer getting in there over that Omen Speaker. Double bottom. Okay, let's just bash in for 3. Get to play Pegasus Courser next turn, which can allow the Drill Master to get in. Wow. Not thrilled to draw a double black card there. Probably going to see the Courser eat a removal spell this turn, if they have one. Ooh, but they missed a 4th land. Can we capitalize? We cannot. Alright, take 4. That was the turn we really wanted to draw a swamp. Divination, okay. There's their 4th land, but we're still going to bash in for quite a bit of damage here. Come on, swamp! Oh no. What is going on? Oh, the variance is real. Alright, Strangling Spore is my courser. No, just a Drake. Come on, land! Swamp! This is a joke. The variance is unreal! Oh, God. I need to go swamp now. Yeah, we'll double block here. They only get to eat one of my creatures. Swamp? Oh my, are you kidding? This is not realistic. Alrighty, well. We had a chance there for a little bit, but then they drew out of it, and 7 black cards in hand ain't gonna cut it. Yeah. They're still missing their red, too, which is funny. Sure. Swamp? Oh, probably too little too late, but I ain't gonna give up yet. We have a lot of action in hand. What is that? Okay, let's just Caress. That's fine. If we draw another swamp here, we might be okay. If we draw another swamp here, we might be okay, he says. Wow, double Lich's Caress now, too. They should be attacking with more of their creatures. What? How is that even real? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we can double block here. Nightmare's Thirst to go to 4 and then go down to 3. And we don't lose any of our flyers. If they have stone nothing. Sure, cancel. That'll work. Wow, what an absurd game. We still have more swamps in our deck than plains too, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 9 swamps in the deck. 8 plains. Holy moly. I guess the lesson is get better variants. Let's go to game 3. Let's go to game 3. Don't think we sideboard anything in. It's simply a matter of not drawing our lands. Our swamps, somehow. Oh gosh, opposite problem here. This hand is really good if we draw a plains in the first 2 draw steps. No, I guess we would need to hit 2 lands here. God, if we just hit land though, it's so good. All right, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Obviously, we might have the same exact thing happen again here, but the upside is too much. If we just rip a plains off the top into another land, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. Okay, well, I'm not gonna complain about another 2-drop, but now we need to hit that land. Come on, plains. I drew all of you last game. Can we draw all of you this game? No? That'd be great. Plains. Plains for president. I should have attacked with the digraph there still. Whoops. Oh, I love Magic. The swings. the swings. Sure. Plains next turn would still be fine. Alright. Problem is now they've had time to set up their draws, so this eating a removal spell seems pretty darn likely. If they don't just play a fat flyer here. I guess that's not fat. Let's build our board wide since we just drew the angel. Attacking doesn't seem great, though. Although I suppose if I attack with these two, I can tap down the Scholar and they don't have awesome blocks. I don't mind double blocking. Well, they didn't even block at all. Okay, they did fire off an Electrify. And let's draw a land here. Nice. Now we jam Angel and bash with everybody. Woo! We're gonna pull this one out, it looks like. Well, granted, not necessarily. We're just in a much better spot than we were 3 turns ago. Okay, another flyer. And a what? Strangling Spores? Sure. Yeah, but all of our creatures block effectively. And so I think we just jam in with everybody and, man, we might get a 3-for-1 with Make a Stand. Oh, baby. This is going to be disgusting. Okay, Divination. Land. Child of Night. That ain't going to cut it. We'll trade with 1. We'll take 2, go to 7. Let's play big old Boggy. Wow, this has been a very awkward match. Lich's Caress number 1, sure. And let's push damage here. They go down to 3, so even if they have a Lich's Caress number 2, they are dead. And we can kill any individual blocker. Man, what is this match? Sleep! Alright, they fogged me into a Snapping Drake. I'm going to hold this Plains in case they just randomly have like a Nicol Bolas or something. Okay, another Lich's Caress, but we have it now. So no cards left in their hand. Get to kill the flyer, bash in, and oh my gosh, I don't know how we just 3-0'd with that deck. But we did it. Here we are. 3-0. Those were some of the worst games I've ever seen. Just everybody misses on their lands. Eventually we get there. They ran into a Make a Stand pretty hard, but yowza. Alright, well hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm not sure what to think of that draft because I don't think this was a 3-0 quality deck. We had to get very lucky. But hey, sometimes the cards work in your favor. You know, Starcrowned Stag still MVP. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the draft. Don't forget to check out all of the other content here on the MTGO Traders channel. You can also check out my live stream on twitch.tv/NumottheNummy. Until next time, Kenji signing out.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome MTG content just like this. And make sure to tap the bell icon to be notified whenever a video is made live. If you want to keep watching content, here are 2 more videos for you. This video and many others are sponsored by MTGO Traders and Cape Fear Games. Buy and sell digital singles to build your online collection today with MTGO Traders, and get your paper singles, accessories, and much more from Cape Fear Games. Whatever your magic needs, both places have you covered.